Carmine Corp, in which they did take the series, but it's so different.
Yeah, we
have
had
firepower behind this harbor wall, like Icebox and Tex.
Liquid played
These
it for
are
a little
two players
bit.
that have shined for the side of Leviatan on this map and have made Icebox
Fnatic
their
played it
stomping
for a little
grounds.
bit.
It's a map that they are
Okay,
comfortable
LEV on
with, a
defense,
map that is a
Vitality on
strength of
attack.
theirs. It seems like they may be. Yeah, they're already
Oh.
moving up across the middle of the map. Tex is the first to fall.
Well, that's a good
That's
start,
what
man.
Jeff
Get his
was
confidence
mentioning.
up.
Safe, in particular, needing to be the one to get Vitality online. That's a great start.
And that's something you see Tex do quite a bit on this map. He plays that Killjoy mainly like a duelist, and a lot of the times it's to control all that mid space. Icebox is going to take some pop shots, have to fall onto that angle, but he's got to get something working for his team right here.
He is by himself so far. We're
I
starting
mean, they
to see
got 4
Harvey
people
utility
here,
go up.
and they straight up just over-rotate.
Icebox posted up behind it. The dart's really
Yeah,
nice to make
if
sure that
Vitality
no one
go back
disrespected
here,
the
it
wall,
would,
so they
oh
can
my
play ahead of it. They
goodness.
can play a little bit more
It would be
aggressively.
incredible.
Really
Whoa!
nice shots out of Calm already.
Whoa!
The dink on to save. He cleans 2 up.
What great awareness from him. To
Wait,
just
no
smash
way.
back
He
through the
actually
wall
just
like
went
that.
to
It's
that
almost like he had
path thing
X-ray
straight
vision
back
in
and
that
just got
moment.
spammed. That
What
was
a
sick,
prediction
dude.
from Calm already early on.
Calm spams one
gonna
through the
force
harbor
Vitality
wall
to
because he
take a
picked
step
up the
back.
orb, gets the
Look at
dink, and then
the
spams
movement
him
from
through
Leviatan,
the nest. That was
they're beating
nuts.
him.
They're a step ahead of it. Calm's got to be careful though. Crosshair's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, and
That will
that's
be a
just
punish from Sender.
that's to look like the
Bingo
easiest
punches
shots ever,
right
bro.
back at the exact best time.
Dude,
3
Calm
for King,
Calm
2 for
and
Calm,
King
the
in this
pistol for
round.
Lev.
That is.
What a play from
That
the
is
IGL.
insane.
He was the solo warrior on A, pushing through by his lonesome. Everybody else meeting the face of Vitality's fighting
Bro,
squad in
what a
mid.
weird pistol
And it
this
was
was. They
looking
were
really
so
good for
aggro
Vitality from start
on
to
defense.
finish of that round until King got that flank and just got the job done.
Look at
this
these,
tracking
man.
through the wall. Just what a prediction from Calm. That's so impactful. And the poise from King. Oftentimes, we talk about King a lot in terms of his macro, IGLing. It's great, but his individual performances on this roster, it's also something that is shining for this
Okay,
squad.
Safe gets an outlaw. Shout out to
Drone
Sender
does spot
taking the
out
hit on
Icebox,
this
but
one. We got
when you're playing a Jet on
no
this map,
one that can tank.
try to punish any
I mean,
single
we've got
player.
everyone that can
I wonder
tank.
if
We got
he's
no one that
gonna
is one
Safe's
shot.
gonna have an outlaw of his own with light armor.
I mean, it's going to be hard to get
With King
value
close
from
by,
this.
Mazzino rotating over. No challenge yet, so the dash will expire.
Yeah, it looks like Lev's done a bit of homework,
Big
making
as
sure
you
they
think
all
about
have
Vitality
heavy
trying to
armor
get
for
out
this
onto
one.
the site. Safe trying to
Is
get out onto the site
Vitality,
as well.
I mean, at least in the EMEA,
Yeah, he's just
Vitality
gonna
do
be
this
here
the
trying to get
most
a pick
out of
while
any
the
team.
main focus of Vitality is to make noise at A, bait out a rotation or bait out a re-clear peak of
I don't
Vitality.
think there's another team. Maybe there is another team that do loads, but
It shouldn't be a full commitment for Vitality here at A site. I think they're going to just put a lot of pressure on it, a lot of utility, a lot of noise.
Ooh. The dart goes off, but it doesn't tag anybody, and they don't clear it either. So it was wise timing out from Calm. The suspicions confirmed. Tex gets 2, the third will fall.
Spike down A.
And so things really kind of crumbling for Vitality here. The only weapon
yeah,
that
and
they
there
had,
goes
as you
that
mentioned, was the
investment,
outlaw.
dude, and
Will
we're going to
not
get
find the kill.
nothing for this.
And Lever
Well,
flawlessly cruising their way towards their second.
probably not even
And that's
rebuying
tough
the
now,
armor on
'cause
this.
that's an
I
upgrade
would hope
actually
so
for the side
anyway.
of Leviatan. That's not something you say every day going into an anti-eco round that you can get an upgrade. Dropping the Spectre for that gun, you're going to take that any time of the day. It's worth way more. It's way more impactful on gun rounds. It seems like it could be, especially on a map like this with such large sight lines. Icebox is such an aim dually type of map. And look, there's 2 members of Vitality that have light armor.
Yeah, and they,
They're the
just pick up
forefront. If they get
they
caught
pick
out,
up the outlaw as well. They know that at least
You wouldn't
the
expect
the
them
guy that bought armor
to be the
and the person
forefront,
that
to
bought
be
the
the
outlaw
ones pushing forward, given
can't get
who
armor,
they are,
like
the
heavy
agents that
armor.
they're
So
playing,
they
but
know
you're
for
right.
sure there's 2 people
Losing
that
them
one
would be
shot.
So painful. Again, the refreshing of the harbor utility, the wall going up towards A. Vitality
QT, Fallen, thank you so
expecting
much.
some of that
Appreciate
pressure
the
from
4
Fallen
months.
Yeah, they're
The
pinging
harbor
this
pick,
all
yeah.
spots that Tex likes to push
It's-
down on his lonesome.
Honestly, out of all of the
offense.
teams that use harbor, I think I like Lev stuff the
This time just more
most.
standardized team play from
Paper
Leviatan,
Paper Egg
Icebox
used to do
versus
some
Sender.
alright
This is that line
stuff.
duel I was talking about earlier.
Liquid, when they
Really
used it,
nice
had some
timing
pretty
from
alright
Sender,
stuff.
tucking behind the box as this wall goes
Who's
down.
that one team where I hated it?
Does
Or was it
Icebox know?
Vitality?
I mean, he has an idea.
There was one team that
Can't
it
quite
looked
connect.
awful.
Gets some nice damage though. Sender's sitting at 50 HP now.
Loud.
Rotate back towards A. Remember,
Louds
this
was
will be a
pretty
bonus
bad.
converted if Leviatan are able to pull it off, and it's not a weak one either.
There was
Especially in
one
these
team where I was
tight
losing
fights
my
on A with
mind.
How chaotic the site can be. You've got the
Zeta?
Cinder, you've got the
It
Spectre.
wasn't Zeta.
Yeah, and you just cycle walls.
Zeta was more
infinitely, it feels like.
was
Yeah,
more
you're
macro
forced to challenge these
30
walls.
seconds
Oh, but with
left.
30
than like
seconds left, I don't know
wall
if there's
stuff.
much time to go elsewhere. You've got Cinder who's tried to post up across the middle of the map.
Dude, that is
Combo
an
fall.
incredible recon though.
Texto posted up close.
Dude, we got 20
Now,
seconds.
15 seconds left. The clock continues to tick. Really nice opening frags out from Kicks
Yeah,
and
there's
Runner.
luck
but
in
with
middle
13
needs to
seconds
go
left, the spike's still
now.
not
10
planted.
seconds.
10 seconds left.
A little bit of space taken now. So Spike finally does commit. They've got the ult to play around too.
They have the worst
It's a
guns to
very
break
quick
this
thrash.
rank.
King is definitely going to get detained here. Oh, wait, he wraps it back around, but he can't pick that up now. These Outlaws, they're going to be holding that line.
Here.
Vitality, they're all in one-shot range right now. These Outlaws could do some serious damage.
Icebox creeping forward. No dash. This feels very difficult. It feels very labored.
Good discipline from Vitality in this post plant
Yeah.
so far, not giving an inch.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You're right. Icebox now pushing forward. Kicks taken care of. Dealt
Player
with.
standing.
But
No
instantly
matter what, it's
responded.
incredible damage.
It was a very cool timing that Sender took all the way up middle on his
Right,
lonesome.
it's really
after
good damage.
Taking that 1v1 against Ospas, who just couldn't
There's an
connect.
upgrade
He got
here
a
now,
couple
though,
classic
right? But it's
shots,
only an
some
hour.
damage onto him. But that timing made it so there was an A split in full effect.
Yeah, he just fully gets rid of it and buys a new gun. Okay, I mean, that's basically 4 new
The
guns.
approach from Vitality, I like how they're
He
working
picked it
the
up and
entirety
dropped
of the
it.
map.
Is anyone gonna take it though?
That dart, late dart on Tom, he just wasn't ready for that. And yeah, the gun advantage working fully in favor for Vitality.
Okay,
And,
Runner
you know,
takes
we were
it, so there's still
talking
3
about
guns.
how
Still
with
3
these
people that
walls,
can't
they're
buy.
kind of
All right, now we get
forced
a proper
You're
buy
gonna
round.
have to flash through, you're gonna
Aspas
have
gets
to
the op out
get
as well.
past it and disrespect it in
And
some
they're going
way.
where he's going. We
And
got
it just so
shocks to
happened
make
that in
sure
that
that they
round,
can't pick up the orb.
The gun duels were the ones that made the difference.
Yeah.
Aspas has an op online.
We got. I like this from
His face
Tex
has to
though.
take a step back
Tex
and
broke
reposition.
the molly that
Meanwhile,
was
again, Leviatan encroaching up across the rest of the map.
thrown
You've
over,
got
so it
Common
creates a little
taking
bit of
space.
pressure.
Safe is already dead.
Dude, that's how he peaks that.
This is one of the first rounds Ospas has been geared up towards A site. A lot of the times when he has the operator online as well, when you do prep work against Leviatan, you see him towards B main. He'll take that whole entire line, and then, you know, Leviatan will stack.
Keep an eye
A
on
site.
King.
So that's why Vitality were trying to contact all the way up, but they got met by the
Yeah,
operator.
King's just got
Ospas not gonna
everything
live
held
shots
down
like
over
that.
towards B right now.
Not when there's so much on the line.
I mean, this attack side for Vitality.
Yeah, Runner
has been
tagged him.
So
So they
slow,
take
and I don't even
they
necessarily
take
say
A
that in a bad
control,
way.
they
I
cut
just think
sound, they create a
the
question mark, they're just
approach
waiting
that
for their
they've had to
utils to
this
come
has been
back.
Very
But because of
tempered,
this
very
push,
methodical.
They've been doing a good
because
job of
Harbor
trying
was
to
watching
bait out
middle
the
as
timings of
well,
the Harbor walls and the Viper
it's
walls.
gonna have such a rough time.
The
As soon
next
as they go
team right
through the
after that
wall, you got
utility.
double molly.
Thing is, you cannot wait forever.
Spike down
That's another
A.
kill found for the op. King is denying a lot of this space B. Not that there's really any time to rotate away, but they're going to have to deal with the crunch. The alarm bot will keep them back if he decides to commit to this full rotate.
Spike planted.
King is taking so long on his way back, deciding not to flank.
And it's leaving things at a 3v here on the side. Remember, Aspas this week with the op in hand is going to go traded 1-for-1. Sender dealing with the turret.
This is a pretty
but
cool
not
setup
able to deal
from
with Tex.
Lev here.
And now it's Trex who's
Sender
left
had
in
to get that
1v3.
kill though.
King has finally joined the fray.
That turret actually gave them
Trex has
so
way too many
much
things to deal with
info.
here. Yeah, there are a couple of members weak, but
Like
this
the
feels
higher
a really
lower just
difficult
never
task.
had to worry about their left side.
One member over the top, and that was a one given. Perhaps ill-advised, but the spit cleans it
That
up.
was great from Lev.
Yeah, the numbers game. it was
Shout
just
out to
favor
Tex.
for
Not only
Leviatan.
his
They
like
played to their
actual
advantage
just
to a
duels, they were
T.
really good just peeking
And
with
they're
the
gonna
higher
play like
lower.
this a lot
Like his
this
whole
half.
setup was good.
Be looking
Double
forward to every
molly
time
once
they
they
get a
gone through
first
the
blood.
wall to stop the plant
They'll
as well.
play on that second, maybe even
And
third
just the
layer,
turret back
play
sight
like a
here that
retake
covers his
style.
left just gives him
The
so much
Harbor and
info.
Viper
You can
combo
double
is so
swing off
good,
it,
especially if Mazzino's still
and
alive for
they
the
don't have to
retake.
worry
You
about
can
the left
isolate
when they're
so
dueling
many
on the right.
angles on A side, on B side with that Harbor wall. And Ospas, he's just going to hold a line for his team while everybody creeps up forward.
That's done. Time to
I think the difficult thing will be to continue to see how Vitality decide to play on the knife's edge of these walls. Right, because you see it, they creep up about as close as they can, and then it's like they kind of stumble, I guess, or indecisive on how they want to approach it. They try to play their timings as best as they can, and they just haven't found much success.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's your smoke
Dude,
player
that's
gone
your
right off the
Viper
rip,
as
Calm.
well.
His
Like the
intuition
one
was on
person
point right there,
that you
spamming
really
away
need to
throw
try to get plant
follow
on.
up. Safe. He has no dash because of that.
2 Guardians left for Vitality. They've gotten a little bit of space here.
Yeah, it's so awkward, though. Everyone's just corralled in mid. Icebox just now picking it up. But Leviatan, they're okay with giving this space, and they're aware of the gaps that they've created.
Yeah. They're just kind of leaning into the limits. They're okay. You're absolutely right. They're okay with giving this up because they know that they're still strong elsewhere. They can afford to give this area up.
Yeah, and even if Vitality make it all the way to B site, there's crossfires, right? A player in yellow, that's Mizzino Com, all the way in Snowman.
And do
Once
it.
a player makes contact, Icebox will
boy.
come all the way back, pick this up. So many different crossfires in full effect here.
They just had to dart back spawn, too. And so this contact style
30
again.
seconds left.
Joe Armstrong,
Will be the play for
13. Thank
Vitality.
you so much, man. Appreciate the
Such a
prime.
slow
Thank you for doing that,
approach.
dude.
I really like it. Oftentimes in matches like this, in high pressure situations, that slow play.
They're doing
can
great to get a plant
make
down.
mistakes from the opposite team.
Dude, this is just so tough. Again, they don't have any walls. They don't have any smokes.
That's a great pick, though.
That's one for a runner.
Icebox only has an op. Leviatan, they're so worried about all these different angles they have to clear.
Well, I think it's part of the doubt that's instilled when you've been sitting and staring at the map that's been quiet this whole time.
No way.
Damn, he
Thought
actually
Safe was
blocked
going
him.
to get away. Icebox stashing forward through the window into kitchen. Concealed by the smoke, but Trex
Dude,
is
imagine
waiting
they
just
win
on
this
the other
round.
side. Really nicely done.
Got it
He's got
half.
the defuse to half. Can he deal with the
Wait, they're
gunfire on
actually
the other
gonna win
side?
this
Not
round.
yet.
There's
Comp's
no
gonna have to do it
way.
on his own, and it's going to have to be an ace if he can pull it off. Swings into
Wait,
two, and he
they
cannot.
stole a
A
round.
MasterCard 3 for Vitality.
4v5.
That
They have
slow
no
approach, I
smokes.
said it, right?
They're all over towards middle.
Oftentimes in
They somehow get the
high-pressure
plant
moments
down
like
here,
this,
and Com doesn't
elimination on
peek
the
to stop
line.
it.
When you slow rounds down like that, it puts doubt in the enemy team.
And then,
That
how
retake
did
was
Runner
so
get the
slow
first kill?
from Leviatan. They didn't want to make any corners
Oh, we'll
be
never know.
unturned, and the time worked against them. Vitality were able to formulate a plan,
Nice. This is how we do
and
it.
that was
Good job.
taken
Volley
out,
ultra
Tex,
tube from A.
and basically icing Icebox. The two A players were
Window.
so
Oh, it was
isolated,
at the
so
bottom
worried
mid
about
one.
pushing up.
I'm not even sure.
I wonder how much
In
longer
cheap.
this war of attrition can go on. Who's going to get antsy? It seemed like
Whoa.
it might have been Icebox there. Great response from Kicks.
Bro,
Good
that was
shot.
a
like Vitality-
devastating
Vitality's
round
warming
for
up now.
Lev to lose. Holy
attack
hell!
side op in
Now
the
they got to
hands of
go
Safe.
down to an eco.
And
We
Pistols
got some guns
attempting to
picked
stand
up from
strong
the
on
two
the
that
other side.
survived, so the money's good on 2 of them.
And then again, just a freeze
We got
to the
stuff
round.
like this happening where
Waiting
Kicks
for
is
any
dropping
mistakes
down,
Leviatan are gonna
punishing
make.
Aspas for whiffing.
And this is good. They understand they have gun advantage. And Leviatan are most likely going to want to push and try to even up the score.
And they use Sova ult, and they use Sova ult.
Especially given the
But they didn't
weaponry
use
that they
Sova
have.
ult
I
to
mean,
try
yeah,
and
why
stop the
not?
plant. Well, they didn't even peek the plant.
Got an
I don't even
attack
think they
operator in
heard
play
the
for
plant,
save.
straight up. We
They'll
had
probably
people
transfer
here. We had one
Once the side
here.
exec comes through.
The thing is here, though, for Vitality is, you're right, is Safe hands over the weaponry. They're pushing into all 4. They're going to find one. That's a jump scare moment.
Yeah.
But that's all it is. The Safe dashes forward. Mizzino will
Dude, imagine
follow
they
as well.
keep
These
this one, like,
Pistols
really
just
clean.
really not able to stand up to the firepower on the other side.
Well,
30 seconds.
Of course, it's a classic.
it's relatively clean.
In the face of everything else.
That's
but
a lot of
Vitality ties
money.
us up at 3, and I think
Dude,
as we-
this
as we continue to
backfired.
see how
That
this will
round
play
that
out,
they
Drake,
just lost
4
backfired.
ults on the side of Vitality and the
Incredibly
Sorry, make that
heavy.
5. They've got a full house.
It went
That's so
from
crazy. This is Kick's
dealing
second
with an
ult.
eco
Remember, he used it in that first
into
gun
2
round that they
people
had.
getting
Yeah. And they
guns,
converted that.
into 4 people surviving. So now the money's
What's impressive to
outrageous.
me so far from Vitality
And
is the
now they have
approach and the
all
game
ults
plan.
into the big buy
They
round.
understand that they have to
It
go
couldn't
in
have
waves,
backfired
layers.
anymore.
Once that harbor wall comes up,
They're
they have to
actually
freeze.
that's
Wait
probably
for
the
our
most
utility.
impactful round I've
They
seen for a long
understand their win
time. Like
condition.
with
That's
just
how you have
everything
to
that
play
followed
against the harbor
afterwards.
comp. It's a time game.
Yeah, and it definitely seemed like all the conversations
And if
that
they
we had
lose,
about
they
would
have
they
to
be
eco.
prepared to deal with this double wall comp. It seems like the response is to burn down the clock as long as they can. To play around those timings, as you were just mentioning.
And that's the thing, right? When you're running this double
Dude,
short
Vitality
comp,
should just
they
use
can
all
almost
of
just
their
wanna
ults
use
on
it
this round.
off the rip.
And
You
I'm
know,
not sure
you're
they need to
rechargeable,
do
so I'm
this
just gonna get it back.
mid
Yeah,
stuff.
sure.
But Vitality are taking advantage of when that harbor wall comes down.
Yeah, I'm
when
not
that
sure
Viper
they
wall
need to
goes
do this,
up.
but okay, so this is their game plan for sure. Like more pressure over towards
It's
middle,
such a pleasure
especially
to
if the
watch so
alarm
far.
bot and
Yeah,
Yuto's getting
it's
used
just such
heavy
a
over
neat
towards A
approach.
like this. It makes a lot of
Because
sense.
oftentimes you see these walls and you go, okay, they're just going to flash through it and they're going to fight and they're
Okay,
going to
so they
find a way
know,
to get
yeah,
there.
they know the setup
King's
that they
gonna
like
get
to use
detained,
with
but
this.
should be able to stay safe. The pit's still a factor.
Damn,
Sender's
they
already
got
creeped
good
up across the
anti.
middle of the map. He's going to find a kill on Detect.
Yeah,
Forget
they
it.
they
That
have
King,
a whole
that's the
round
hit.
set for when the Viper has Viper ult.
King was detained.
It
remember?
looked really good. You saw
I
the
thought he was
fish
safe
just
enough to
insta
where it
go
wouldn't be
for
a
him.
problem, but
Everyone pressure over
excellent
towards
punish.
middle. They know on this setup
Vitality
when
got
they
through
have the
that with only
Viper that
investing
they
one ult.
play it with the Killjoy Yuto over towards A.
That was another prep work round.
Yeah, it was
Seriously.
great prep
I
work.
don't know that LEV are going to be able to.
I didn't
make
like it
their
at the
way
beginning
back into
because it's
this
just like,
round,
why are
and
you
it's
going
just
middle with
gotten
so many
worse
ults?
with
But when
Zeno
you have a
going
set
down.
clear
No,
plan
they're
like
getting
this, it
hunted.
was awesome.
Trex, he's next up. Icebox, a little bit aware. Oh. And Trex, he's been so good all tournament long. So I'm not surprised that he's winning head-to-head against Icebox.
You look at Sender, man. What's he doing?
Well renowned as one of the best duelists in the world.
He's gonna.
Calm is actually having
Sharp.
quite a game.
Thank you so much, man.
We'll
Appreciate
keep
the
the
18
weapon going
months.
into the Nexus. Vitality take the lead.
I don't like it, dude.
I imagine
It's
there's
not for
got to
me.
be a timeout called here.
Thank you,
relatively
the
soon.
primer.
On the
Appreciate
side of Leviatan, Vitality showed up to the stage today with a game plan, and they're working it to perfection.
Yeah, and they knew into that round that King.
They
if he
barely used
invests
any
that Viper
ults. Yeah,
skill,
I mean, this
he's
is
gonna play in
official,
that
right?
back part of heaven. That's why you saw 3 players already geared up towards mid, and that Thrash going all the way to detain him. He can't go anywhere at that moment.
Oh, but
He
I
doesn't
Knives?
wanna
I
leave
mean,
the
yeah.
pit, so there's only one
By the
spot
Mafia boys.
for
It's us
Sender to
threes,
look
we
at
fight
and just spam.
The main thing is they now have 2 ults that combo well, like Killjoy ult into Viper ult.
Right on cue, Leviatan does call a timeout. Down 1 round. And I wonder here, I mean, what's
Bro,
the,
that
what's
one
the
round,
adjustments that
that
Leviatan
one
have to
round.
Because I can't imagine Vitality, given how all
What do I
the
not like
success
about
that they've had in the
watermelon?
last
Dude,
5
the
rounds,
taste.
I can't imagine their approach changing much.
It's the
Well,
same
I
as
think
most
it's
food
clear
that
by
I
now
don't
for
like.
Leviatan that they're getting hard countered. So they're going to need to change their own game plan, change their own
I don't know what
ethos,
else
maybe
to
their
tell
own
you.
timings. And maybe you can be a little bit aggressive into this round, you know, specifically. Your guns are kind of whack, but you do have jet knives online for Icebox. But I just feel like Vitality right now, they have such a good read on the game and a good read on how
Mango's
Leviatan
banging,
likes to play
bro.
this defensive side. Unless Leviatan change something drastically, it's going to be very tough to crawl back into this.
The sugar water, bro. You're telling me like that's a thing
For
I
as much
should
as
be
Adept was
enjoying, man.
talking
Just
about how
water
Icebox
and
is a
like
strength
sugar
of
and water.
Leviatan's and probably their strongest strength.
It is. They're
First-
12-3 on Icebox this year.
I mean, they've been made fools of the last 5 rounds.
Yeah, it tastes weird, man. I don't like
.com
it.
with a rifle here, full armor. The prized possession carried over from the last night, as you were mentioning.
Another
I imagine
eco.
Aspas will pop the knives.
Another eco. So literally for Vitality, we had the eco rounds. Sorry, we had a
For
4v5.
some audio cue.
The 4 on Vitality,
wall goes
eco
up.
locked in over towards middle.
This time they're
Let them plant for
Kings on
free.
the other side.
Lose that
A
round.
shot. It's just one, but
I'll keep talking. Lose that round.
small win.
Then they have to eco. Everyone survives.
Question is here,
Well,
do
4
they
people
accelerate?
survive.
Do
They get all
fully
their
send over to
ults.
B?
Then they have their own
A lot
ult.
of teams do.
They
in
use
this
the
moment when
Viper
you have
ult
good
every single
advantage.
time they have their ult.
Even
They have a
yesterday's
set
match,
plan
we
from
saw Sentinels do the same
Vitality.
thing.
So they get antied. Then they lose.
Cascade will make it so Mizzino can break
Then they
that.
lose that. And then now
Dizzy.
they have to eco
The
again.
wingman not able to
Wingman.
accomplish the
That
mission.
one round's just gonna cost them like 4 rounds.
It's another freeze
You
for the
ridiculous.
round.
I'm surprised they're investing in lockdown here.
Yeah, they just don't like what's amok.
Yeah.
Ooh, those knives can't connect. Ospas has to get out of there quickly. A little bit of a pop shot there. Calm, he does break that alarm
The
bot,
good
but
news
he's going back
for
to the
Lev on this
defense
one is they
team.
took so long
So
to
it
get the
has just
plant
been the
down
case
that
for
this is
Vitality This
doable.
entire half, they wait things out, and then they go, yeah, one player got detained, but it was all for naught.
Like this,
You've got
man.
the
Is
alarm
Runner
bot
going
that's
all the
intended to
way
control the
around?
flank
Yeah,
if
Runner
they
is
decide to
going all the way
explore across
around.
the middle of the map
We
as
have an
Aspas
alarm bot
again
that's so
still
far
blades
back that
online.
they're not going to know about
And
this
Leviatan
guy.
continue to push forward. Now with the lockdown of
Yeah,
their
we've
own,
got
that is
Sova
gonna
ult
bait
to
out
deal with
Trex's
this. They're
ult.
going to go aggro.
And it
Someone
will
needs to
clear it
tap the
out.
spike early.
A tid for Tat.
Yeah, and you would
But
imagine
now
the
what?
Runner just
They're
completely
investing the
confirms
reckoning
this
into this
round.
as well. Remember, they didn't have very much as far as weapons go. They had the knives, a Vandal, and a Stinger.
Dude, someone goes
But
to
that
the
might have
molly.
been all they
Someone
needed.
goes to
As Runner's
spike.
left alone. In a 1v3, make that 2. Time is short, 8 bullets left. Mazzino's going to have to hold this. Aspas over the top.
Close.
The Blades will clean it up. And the defuse just
Damn, that's
barely
impressive, bro.
comes
Fair
through.
play. Okay, we win a big round.
The MasterCard
We win a big round
thrifty.
back.
What a round.
Yeah, I thought Runner had this secured with the wraparound and the mollies. Shout out to Aspas for hitting all the shots.
Have that one in the bag, and that was 2 ults invested as well. The lockdown, the Hunter's Fury, and it was all for naught.
Bro, what is that
Aspas
shot
with
though
the
as well
knives.
from Tex?
Suppressing fire from the top as that diffuse came through. And yeah, as soon as Aspas gets a couple kills in B main, Mizzino opts to use that
Yeah, it
Harbor
doesn't
ultimate.
cost them 4.
Big investments from both sides, but ultimately,
Yeah, they really went all in for it, especially
once
once the Killjoy went down. But the Killjoy was nice.
Now
Like
they're
maybe
back
if you're
on steadier
looking
footing.
at Vitality, probably gave them too much respect. But they
Again,
didn't
out
want
the
to
hands of
duel
the
in this
defense.
area to give them guns. So
Hit for
not
Sender,
dueling
again,
in this
we were
area
talking
cost
about
them the
this,
map
this-
control,
because
which meant
once
that the
Kix
ult
gets his ult up, this will
went
be his
down. Then they
third
had
of
to use
the
their
half.
own ult to break it,
obnoxious.
and then we
They're
got
really
one
min-maxing
wrap in,
them.
one ult in. There's only 2
Which
people
again
to
is, I mean, that's one of
fight
the
4
strengths of Gecko. It makes
4
a ton
people
of
that are
sense.
running at us with a harbor.
Especially with the way that Leviatan like to play around the Harbor wall.
Not much you can do.
If you get caught out behind that by, you know, that little guy, you're gonna get punished.
Welcome to my world.
A pit invested. Is there a response on the other side? No ultimate to speak of for the defense. Safe getting pushed off the angle, and Mizzino's going to fill in right behind it. The dart is good.
A double?
Huh?
Aspas getting 2 with the op. He's now pushing forward. But again, the pit is in play. It's still something that has to be dealt with.
There's Thrash.
And it's so tricky to find. There's no dash for you to get out of there. Did they tag both?
Nah, just one. Right?
Tex pushing forward. Sender falls. That's going to be the pick going down.
Wait,
Falls,
Molly
cuts
missed.
down the diffuse to half. Make
Molly
that
missed.
3/4 of the way.
Holy hell, he's on
gonna
a
sting it.
sliver.
It's going to come
He's on an
through. Leviatan
absolute
takes the lead
sliver. The
back.
molly is so close to him.
And Aspas cleans up the round. Can we get a replay of that collat that he got? That was just a random pop
Dude,
shot.
can we
through the smoke,
get the whole round
through the pit.
replayed? Icebox classic this was.
And
Just
Thrash
everything
was
happening in 5
invested,
seconds.
Pit was invested.
But I have like 10 eyes.
Look at this. No way.
What is that?
Yeah. All right.
Can't make that up.
All right.
Just unlucky, and the molly being a little bit off, what, like a centimeter
I just
off as
rushed in
well,
and slammed the
allowing
vibration.
for the stick to come through. That's a tough pill to swallow if you're Vitality.
Into the next we go. Safe deciding to go with the attack side op once more.
Wingman, yeah.
Vitality can
We
still
don't talk
invest.
about it. We don't talk about his good stuff. We don't
The
talk
way
about
they've
his
been
bad
losing the
stuff.
last
We just
couple
let
of
him be
rounds.
these days.
And they, I mean, it's not just this round either. They've got a little pad to play on.
Tex has been checked all map long around mid.
Here.
In the most common angles that he likes to hold is off angles. Drone is used to get info, only kicks.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't like round the corner.
Leviatan
It's just
still
the
not
fact
aware
that the
there's
molly
an
was
attack
like
operator
shallow,
in
so
play, and King
depends
will
who you
get
want
the
to blame
head-to-head
for it.
against Sender.
And so again, the attack side is forced to
Today
figure
I
out how to
chose
find
peace,
success
yeah.
on getting the spike down and holding onto the post plant without their controller.
And with that dart being, you know, shot in full effect, getting info, they see that Safe had an operator as well. He did not switch to his classic or anything of the sort. So King, he needs to be very, very careful in this moment.
I look at how far back he's
30
playing.
seconds left.
But if he tries to actually take a 1v1 and not hold an off angle, he can get picked by that operator. That's why he's playing passive.
Yeah, he's got to play his life here.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's a tempting swing. It's a tempting barrel. Found.
Shot,
He's
man.
gonna find 2-3 on the round.
Oh my.
B.
Almost
Dude, I thought he was
tapping
gonna dink
away
him.
onto the forest. Safe with the op in hand. Yes, he's going to connect, but
The plant.
I don't know how
If
he's
you wanna
able to
go
get
for
the
it.
spike down. I don't think he can.
No.
no.
Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe now? No, you got
No.
to save no matter what.
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't really have a ton of places
That's
to go.
some
Is able
rounds,
to dash
man.
away,
Some
though.
of these
So he'll
rounds
carry
have
that
been,
into the next, but for as much as we were
not been
talking
great.
about King needing to
Oh,
be safe,
God, what's
needing
going
to
on?
stay alive, he will go down.
He's just
He
jumping
gets
around.
2-3 for his
dude.
troubles.
King solo anchored that B site. He won the head-to-head against Sender, and then those one taps, they were crispy, they were clean.
Dude, I feel a bit sorry for Sender, man.
Very
He's been
neat
getting
work.
wrecked.
There's that
Like, he's
one
actually been getting
action.
wrecked.
Kane
First,
on the swing
first guy
out.
to go through the wall, get shot
Yeah,
through the
that shot
wall,
kicks
over
clean.
towards the
It just
spam
looks
at middle,
unbelievable.
get shot with the
Kicks
spam
did
at
a
middle,
backflip.
even though they won the round.
Facts. So it will be a timeout now for
Marigold Milk with
Vitality.
the tier 1.
As you
Thank you
see
so
the
much, man.
defense,
Appreciate the 17
timeout
months.
position.
And now for Vitality, you've showed quite a bit of contact style, contact approach. Maybe you're going to see a change of pace, more execute-heavy round. Safe. He wasn't able to save that operator into the round, so he will probably be on a rifle. And it is a good time to change the pace, honestly.
Yeah, but are you not expecting that on the other side of a timeout too? For as much as we've seen slow round after slow round after slow round, you would expect, okay, this is now when they're going to dial it up. This is where they're going to try to hit you in the mouth.
But LEV don't even know if they can handle that yet. They don't know if they can weather the storm of the hit because they haven't had to yet.
Sure.
So even though you know it's coming, you really don't know how you fare. Obviously, Leviatan are going to be confident, playing behind that harbor wall and trying to hold as much space as they can.
This is op going. 4 people here.
If I'm not mistaken, we've seen that wall from center every single round towards B. So on the other side of this timeout, no change
Just
there.
looking alright for Vitality.
The turret's still mid as well.
Problem is, I feel like they're gonna.
So far, we aren't seeing much of a different look.
Oh, I mean, maybe he hears enough here
This is
to react.
Leviatan, they've done this quite a bit in NA.
I'm really surprised that they didn't give that orb over
The
to
runner's
Tom.
got to be on top of this.
One away from his ult, they decide to give it to Mizzino instead, and they're fully pushing.
Did
They've
they
got the
close
over the top,
drone,
and they're gonna have a swing down
and he
low.
has to go deal with the drone because he hears it going over the top,
He
so he
heard it. He's gotta
goes away from the
understand there's a little
angle.
bit of threat coming, but he's been
Oh my
left
god,
on
this
his
is
own
nuts.
to his own devices.
How's he
Trying
allowed to
stay
get that
alive, and
kill?
Icebox goes down,
Dude,
but
Icebox is
that's the
definitely
safety
tilted,
valve.
man. He's got like 4 people
So now
behind
they're gonna
him.
have to deal with the crunch, and it could be coming from mid, it could be coming from spawn. It might not matter though. They've fully lost contain on the other side, so Vitality gladly will push all the way into spawn. Understanding the threat is behind him.
This is such an impossible retake, it feels like. When you look at the minimap, like you said, Mizzino, he gets taken out for free. With the
Nice round
follow-up.
in the end. It's a good reaction.
just gonna be
So,
all
so
she
runner
wrote for
tucks
this
in the
round.
corner just because the drone's going over
Good
the top,
reactions
right?
from
He's going over the
Vitality to
top.
speed
He
up, taking
knows
all
that
that space,
Aspas is
and
following this up.
Something
Yeah,
very
see him ping in it now.
uncharacteristic from the side of Tex when they run this
oh,
strat
what's
in
going
North
on?
America. When we saw it in
Red
playoffs
Jack,
and
thank you so much, Red Jack.
He's usually playing very, very
5
passive, very
gifted.
far back because he is
Thank
the
you very
lone
much,
warrior
man. I
on the
appreciate the
site.
support.
This time he
I
tries
already
to
see
take
a
an
lot
aim
of
to
slug
it very
oilers going
early
in.
on.
Thank you so much for
And
that,
if
bro. I
he drops
appreciate
there,
you.
that's why everyone can just push up Snowman.
Right.
But the
And there's crossfire,
non-gifter
infinite
into Red
crossfires
Jack's
on site.
5.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you
Six
so much,
guys, let's
dude.
go.
We are just 1 round away from that being reality. 2 ults on the side of the defense. Meanwhile, Kix is on track for getting, I've lost count, I think that's 4 or 5 ults in a half.
It's definitely been part of the game plan, is farming that ultimate.
Oh my god, I thought it was going to be
A
Sender
rare
again.
whiff. What was that?
But he was going to go in for like his 4th
But
first
it was
death.
enough info for Com to pop his ult.
No
Kix,
connection, yeah.
Kix just froze. He decided not to move at all as Aspas is going to try to double dip. The drone clearing one away.
Yeah, it doesn't
They
see
do
the
not
others
spot
here.
Mizzino, though.
Look at
Take this
Mizzino.
aggressive angle. He can be a little bit closer up.
Oh.
He's going to find a loop around the
Oh.
thrash, and he's going to punish onto
Wait,
Trex.
this was kind of sick though.
But can he
Keep
get
an eye on
out? Does
the
he
bust
even
over
wanna get
towards
out? No,
middle.
the spike is
And
down
now
on
the
the
guys,
ground.
now these three at middle
Added,
have
but
to go get
reckoning
the
as the
spike.
Wisps give away more presence.
But they handled
Sender
this
with
pretty
nowhere to
well.
go, safe, pushing the matter, taking the fight to Com's lap. Runner will too. It seemed like such a secure round for LEV, such stable footing. But Vitality snatching it back. The one thing they haven't
Okay,
grabbed
now
though, in
that's
all of that
really
is
hard.
the spike.
And now there's a pit on top of it.
There are no flashes for Vitality here. There's nothing for them to really be able to
Yeah,
disrespect
it's gonna have
this
to
and
be
take the
like
fight.
Killjoy
The one advantage
Molly.
that they have though is that they have
You
numbers
gotta
here.
where would you Killjoy
Aspas
Molly
is
here?
so far off, he's
This,
back in spawn.
I guess.
Mizzino might get taken out by this.
It's only 1 found.
I mean, he got
Runner
the
now.
most important kill though.
Still alive.
17 seconds.
Still
Gotta push for it right now.
without the spike in hand and with 13 seconds left.
Bad stuff.
How in the world does he do this?
There's no time. Surely Mizzino, he cleans it up. 3 to the round.
It was a really good recovery from
Leviatan.
Lev. You take away that
They'll take
4v5
the
over
last
towards
round,
middle here,
7
and they
to
actually
5
had an
half.
insane
It
half.
was a bit of a back and forth exchange throughout this entire map. But Leviatan off of their timeout.
This free
They made
person
good
heavy hold over
adaptations.
towards B
They
was really
stopped
cool.
the contact approach that Vitality was
I don't know
having a lot
how
of success with.
Somehow. To be honest, I don't really know how.
Yeah,
because
I don't
felt
think
like
it was
we were
anti
still
or anything. I
finding
mean,
a
they just
lot of
wanted to
openings, and
fight.
We're still finding a lot of success either way. A 7-5 half, the way of Leviatan. We do have a special little interview standing by. Com, heavily beloved in the Valorant scene. His fiance standing by on the stage right now. Let's take a listen.
Hello everyone and welcome to the halftime interview. I have Maddie, Com's fiance, here with me to talk about today. 콤 선수의 약혼자 메디님 만나보도록
all-time
하겠습니다. 먼저
top
오늘
5
레비에탄이
teams.
꽤나 중요한 경기를 앞두고
Dunno, man.
그리고 지금 플레이하고 있는데
How are we
오늘
rating
콤
them?
선수의 컨디션 좀 어때 보이던가요? So for today, it's a big match for Lev. It's do or die. How is Com feeling this morning?
Com was feeling great this morning. He was in a really happy mood, a goofy mood. He woke up and he started playing all this fun music. So of course we had a dance party this morning. So the vibes are good today.
Okay. Can you show me some of the moves he was pulling?
Those are classified.
Okay. 콤 선수 오늘 컨디션이 굉장히 좋았기 때문에 또 음악도 크게 틀어놓고 너무너무 해피한 상황에서 둘이 좀 댄스 파티도 하면서 좀 분위기를 북돋았다고 컨디션 너무너무 좋다고 했었고 그리고 콤 선수가 그러면 뭐 어떤 춤을 췄는지 조금만 보여달라고 했더니 그거는 비밀이라고 얘기를 했습니다. 그러면 또 파파콤도 그리고 콤 선수도 이번 챔피언스가 특별하다고 얘기를 많이 했거든요. 메디님도 이제 콤 선수의 한국 쪽 가족을 많이 만나볼 기회가 있었는데 전반적으로 이번 챔피언스 경험 어떤지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. So Papa Com and Com mentioned that Champion Seoul has been extra special for them, you know, coming from the Korean route. You got to meet their family on the Korean side as well. So what's that experience been like for you?
Being here in Korea and meeting Corbin's family is absolutely awesome. They're super, super sweet and they made this delicious food and I'm super happy to be here and meet everybody.
콤 선수의 한국 쪽 가족분들이 너무너무 잘 대해주고 굉장히 친절하게 대해주셨고
Based on
또 메디님이
dominance,
온다고 하니까 정말 푸짐하게 한상을 차려주셔서
2021 Sen's got to be up there. They dominated
이렇게
everyone.
해서 좀 멀리 있는
Fish
가족들도
1, 2,
만나볼 수
3,
있어서
honestly,
너무 좋은 경험이고 기회였다고 얘기를 하는데요.
I mean, at the
그러면
beginning,
마지막으로 콤 선수에게
we're talking
응원의
dominance.
한마디 부탁해보도록
I will put us
하겠습니다.
in the top
Now,
5.
I saw you guys, you know,
EMEA
exchanging
bias.
the looks and like you guys were waving hands together. So anything you want to say to Kom?
Yes. Corbin, I hope you have a super fun time. Be goofy, have fun. You got it. Love you.
항상 재밌게 오늘 경기 치르고 그리고
Vision
에너지를
Strikers,
유지하고
yeah,
좋은
Vision
경기
Strikers.
펼치라고
This is the thing
응원의
that we just had so many
한마디
dominant
해줬습니다.
teams
이렇게
at the
해서
beginning
메디님
in different
만나봤고요.
regions.
부럽네요. 아이스박스로 다시 돌아가도록 가시죠. Now, back
Fnatic
to
probably have to be in
Icebox.
there.
Thank you so much, Jen. Yeah, Leviatan up 2 rounds here. Now they're going to be in the attack side. I think, Dre, we just saw an attack half.
Gambit
that
weren't
I
that
don't- at least
dominant,
I don't
though.
feel like I've
Like,
ever
we're talking
really
just
seen
dominance.
before. It was just
They
such
weren't
a
crazy dominant.
methodical pace, and we've seen how Leviatan likes to approach the attack side of Icebox. I don't think we're in for the same idea.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to see
okay.
much different of a pace from Leviatan. That was so unique from Vitality. What a unique game plan.
1-0 for the pistol.
And just freezing to the rounds off a weird space taken.
Speaking of space taken, look at how far up Safe is already. And he's by himself here. He's been inserted. But there's no one to help him in case the fight goes his way. The only one who's kind of close by would be Com. That bullet buzzing by. But meanwhile, Leviatan, all attention other than Com towards B. Sender playing back yellow with a little bit of help over the top from Kicks.
Ooh.
He dashes backside. I mean, Sender's going to have a lot to deal with.
I mean, it's this contact approach from both teams. Maybe we're in store for a similar half from Leviatan.
They've crept up, and we saw the
Okay,
insertion
we
of
insert
Safe
one
across the middle of the
over.
map.
This
Now
guy
we've got the
has
same
a
thing for
lot
Aspas,
of
but you've got
rotates.
Leviatan who's rotating back mid.
It's
Safe hears
so
all
many
of this.
people that this guy needs to be careful
very
of his
careful in
call
this
though.
moment. Wow.
Because
One
he needs to
and
be
out.
like,
One
say,
shot,
a
one
lot
kill.
of people are rotating back. It's a
Beautifully
great
done by
shot as
Safe.
well. And I think he
He's
did
led
because
the
this guy's
charge in both
constantly
pistol
looking
rounds,
for
Doug.
this luck. Also,
But
Lev
Tex
definitely
answers
have done
back
this
on the
before
tracks.
on a pistol.
And the thing is now, there's a lot. There's a
Nice
down.
shots, man.
There's no real
Dude,
understanding of which
everyone's
way they're
hitting
going.
great
As the orb
shots right
continues
now.
to go up and down, there's not enough cues to understand if they're going back A or going back B. Yeah,
Just
they
a
have
spam
the
of nice shots
today, and that's
non-stop.
enough. A passive info to understand it's a B hit. That shock whizzing by, not doing a ton. 13 seconds left. King on the flank. Spike still not planted. Runner now trying to do a bit of the same. It's Aspas by himself. I don't think he's going to
Yeah,
get this
and you gotta
either.
plant this
Goes
right
on.
now. Done. Dude, he goes for the shots and not the plant.
He's going to find him.
Okay.
The
1-1
slow
though for the
approach.
pistols. We like that.
It worked against Leviatan, but Safe. What a round in the middle of the map. He was so
Bacan, thank
confident
you for the
taking all
gifted.
those
There you
aim
go,
duels. He
Crippy.
double dip, triple dip back in.
Thank you.
And for good reason. He basically single-handedly gave his team an advantage in that round. What a shot off the rip.
Yeah, those are some great shots here. Just everyone with
This
a
is
sheriff
what we're
was
in store
annihilating
for. It's just
people.
going to be aim duels across the board, contact style, 50-50s.
Vanity finally coming to Liquid. What, dude, I know
Safety's
that's
looking
Vanity
very,
on a
very
Smurf,
calm.
man. Trying to plant the seeds, that's crazy.
So it
He's
will be
seen
another
Bacon in
pistol
chat.
round win
He knows people might be around.
for Vitality. And an outlaw buy from Safe once more. 2 Bulldogs in play. Trek's the only one sitting on that Ghost, but it's only light armor for Vitality. So although they committed a big investment on the actual arsenal of weapons, you know, the guns, They don't really have the armor to match that. And that could be very, very bad for them. These classics can do so much damage.
That hurts. That was just one molly.
Poison's off.
But a lot of space gathered.
The second one popped.
It's a free B site right now.
I don't know how free it is.
Not anymore.
Sender's right there. And Trex is close by. Runner's close by. It's an illusion of safety. It's an illusion of
Hold up.
being able
They're
to
actually
waltz
doing
into
pretty
the side
good.
and get the spike down, but it's all for naught.
What a great molly.
Yeah,
Oh my
what a nice
goodness,
util
he's
from
fishing
him.
Out. Icebox on his loneliness. What can he do?
Another 1vx situation. Where
It's
way
good.
too
I
much
mean, they
being
lost the
asked of
gun, but
And
they'll
just like
take
that, it's
that
a
for
tie
sure.
game.
It was getting a little bit close. Kicks did a really nice util.
Oh, Trex, he couldn't find a rifle, so a little bit worse for wear there. Good damage done from Lev, considering, you know,
Yeah, they
how
ended up
that
getting
round
2
was
guns
going
then.
at the start of it. That molly damage. That setup was pretty clean from Vitality.
I mean, both have so far. I know we've only seen 2 rounds on this defensive side for Vitality, but
How did he lose an extra gun?
this
On
map of Icebox for them so far has
How
been
did he lose an extra gun? Didn't he have a
incredible to
gun?
watch.
I'm so
And
confused with
Kix
that
has
one.
been so impressive in this entire map. He's already 2 orbs away from another Thrash.
Cascade on the other side, the ping through. If there's any tap of the spike,
He's just too far away.
imagine
Okay.
there will be a barrage of bullets.
Icebox actually just trying to take any type of timing he can. That drone will make him have to waste that dash out.
See those walls going up as well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much though. Out of it
that you
all,
mentioned
whoa, we
expiring.
can see his gun, right?
Safe just saw his shoulder.
Now the drop down, the spike still
Out of
leading
all of the
towards A. You've
maps,
got 2
like
members
using
from
your
the
dash
attack
early
side.
is the best one.
Creeping B, but not fully committing yet. And then another freeze to the round.
It's so insane. Everyone is so scared to make a mistake, but it's for good reason. The shots that these players have been
Yeah,
hitting
they're just creating pressure
from
over
both
towards
sides.
B. Want to see if there's alarm bots
They've
over
been
here.
instant.
Want to try and make sure that they can
No
make
one
it
wants
look
to
like
make
a
a
B
mistake.
hand.
No one wants to be that guy that loses the round for their team.
Comstart is back up.
Ooh.
And then the wall
Hey,
is
that's good
refreshed
enough.
too, so a little
Yeah,
bit of
Molly to
making
break
some
the
noise,
util here
trying
as
to
well.
push some
They go
utility,
very
and
fast over
manipulate the
towards A
rotation
though, so it's
back
not like
towards A,
it
but
pulls any kind of
discipline
rotate.
from
It just
Vitality once more.
like what are we doing?
And Mazzino, he was the lone warrior there. He just got taken out for free. Trex is going to hold that angle any day of the week.
It seemed like the fake was going to be B and then an end A, but with Mazzino going down A, they decide to go for the other plan.
Poison orb
The problem is, again, there are 10 seconds left in the round. Almost all of Vitality is here. With the lighter weaponry, they still have a meal of Leviatan.
Oh my god, that was
The
awful,
bone
bro.
is converted.
Poison's off.
Oh my god, that was so painful. That's your
Vitality
first
are
buy round.
stuffing
Dude, Lev
Leviatan
have
in the
had
chokes. And it's
2
not even
absolute
off the back of
stinker
that much
rounds
utility. It's just
in
the
this game,
fear of
and
their
it's
aim
cost them
alone.
so heavy afterwards.
Leviatan don't like what they're seeing on the map, so they're second guessing themselves. They're going back and forth like a seesaw. And then the time just runs so low, and they can't do anything. You're kind of forced. You're kind of forced to just
It was crazy,
have to
man.
rush in with no time.
It's a 3-person cut
can't
sound
really
over
do your
towards
due
A.
diligence and
2
clear out
people
everything.
fake over
You're just
towards
going in
B.
blind at
As
that
soon
point.
as the fake happens, not even a
Lev, they need to
second,
up the
not even a
pace. They need to
second
be
after
more
the fake
confident
pressures happens, that
and
will
not be
probably
so
cause a
hesitant.
rotate. The harbor wall goes out
That's
on
what we're
A,
seeing right
and
here.
people
It's gonna
start
be their A
swinging.
hit.
Like,
It's an
are we
A with
okay?
Stingers, a Guardian, and then a couple of Sheriffs.
What
Ooh,
the
Sig
hell?
gets taken down very, very low. But the
He got
dizzy over
melted
the
by that
top.
stinger.
And the
The wall
shots
there.
that could have almost been deadly, but Kix is.
Spike down A.
I mean, it was more of a decisive hit, yes, but it feels like it's the same result. Although note here, Runner and Safe both very weak. King not much better off, but look at the discipline, man. They're not giving him single fights.
All 3 players.
They're
are out
kind
backside.
of
This has
low,
just
man.
been
If he takes
beautiful
down
from
Sender
Vitality, unless
fast.
King can slip the net, but even then, you find
Whoa,
one,
that actually got
maybe.
pretty scary.
That's all it'll be.
Yeah, that was kind of doable.
Vitality gets 9, and they've done so on both sides of the ball in beautiful fashion.
Yeah,
A
someone
great
surviving
flood
on 1
for
HP as well.
Vitality.
They got
Off
close.
the kicks is dizzy.
So yeah, round before,
Everyone
cost them
able to
2.
take space in the back site. Leviatan, nobody was watching Heaven whatsoever. Look at this freebie. I mean, no one looking at him. And yeah, King trades it, but the damage was already done.
They pretty much lost like
Let's go, mafioso.
they pretty much lost like the 2 most important rounds, really.
The calmness is working. The
So calm.
The pace, the approach to all of this has been beautiful.
And I think that's a testament to how the gameplay has shown so far from Vitality. It has felt very calm. It has felt very...
Yeah, and we get another
Methodical.
big buy rounds where Lev
It does feel like
after
it's been a stoic
eco,
approach
if
from
they
both
lose
teams,
this one,
but
we got kicks
we
all.
talked earlier about the
with a
war of
plant.
attrition and who it was going
They
to
get
favor. It
King's ult.
really feels like it's gone the way of Vitality here. Arguably more than the score.
Love this from Vitality. We just had the wait, did they just
Again,
shoot the
more of a
turret
decisive
from the
hit
flank
from Lev.
behind, even though it wasn't
All
looking?
5 towards A.
Okay, so they
Spike
shoot
goes
the
down
turret
from
to
Khan, he's
create
gonna have his
pressure
ult
like they're
online.
pushing
King run
behind,
away
and then
from
they
his.
group up.
Meanwhile, Kicks with another thrash to play
Wait,
with.
what is going on?
Insane.
Waiting for the right moment to
I'm
strike
so-
now, committing onto it.
I'm
as
lost
Runner tries to
looking at the
spam through,
minimap,
Safe
man.
creeping forward. Tucking behind the smoke, Mazzino spams through it, and he will find a target.
There it is.
Yeah, they seem to be overwhelming Vitality here. This was
But what a-
notably more decisive. It was
What are
notably
Vitality
faster,
doing, bro?
and it was more successful.
They double,
the Leviatan
they
we
double
know.
push B. They
I've
have a
never
full
seen them
flank.
take
There's
such
no
a
util
slow
behind.
approach
At this
on
point,
attack
Killjoy
Icebox
still
as
has
they've
the
shown on
alarm
this map
bot.
so far.
They shoot the turret that is
They
for
usually
watching
set the
middle,
pace.
even
They
though they
push
could get
teams
all
to
the
their
way
limit.
behind them.
Icebox
And then
takes a
because they
bunch of
shoot the
angles
turrets, they
backside
then
at
put
A.
the alarm bot down behind. And
Or
then
even when he gets
they
deposited
have like
at
a
yellow, he's
discussion in
hunting for
middle,
them.
and
not
then they
just
don't know
sitting
what to
and,
do for a little bit, and then one
waiting,
goes for the late
biding
flank
his
10
time. He's got
seconds
such
after,
good
and that
aim.
one joins his
When he's
teammate
put in a
super
spot like
late.
that, he needs to use it to his advantage. But Mazzino, he was the one that stepped up here, getting the spam kill, getting all the follow-ups.
I mean, as soon as you see that jet smoke go down, given how short
Seems
it is, there's a really
indecisive,
good chance
bruh.
there's somebody
Some,
in there
Yeah.
there's
trying to
been
catch the
some.
timing around it, and Mazzino
These two
proves it
buy
well.
rounds
That's
in
the
this
power of
half
Phantom as well. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
No
are
tracer on the end of
criminally
it.
bad, like really bad.
Looks like it will be another AD.
I don't know
fault
what
from
I don't know what I'm watching. You
don't
can tell
know
the
that I
pressure's
would
like
even call it a
crazy
default at this
high
point. If
at
they
the
just
moment.
continue to fully send,
Just
I mean,
a 5 send.
You can
Yeah.
tell the pressure's crazy high.
Different angles being taken. now
There's
from
so many
Vitality.
mistakes.
A more close approach.
they're investing
Oh
a lot
my-
into this.
Yeah.
2 ults, the wall over the top, Safe is dead. Kicks might get spammed down as well. He will.
Yeah,
A lot behind this punch.
we fall
As
for the
Mazzino finds
insta drone.
Leviatan knocking on the door of a tie game. Unless Sender and Runner can pull off a miracle.
What a great off angle. Icebox, the audio cue, but King.
One step of the way there. Sender now pushing
Yeah,
forward.
I
into
mean
his
it's
death
it's
as there are
nicely
3
done.
still
It's nicely
remaining.
done from Lev
Leviatan have
for
dialed
sure.
up the pace these last couple of rounds, and it has
Nicely
been
done from
successful.
Lev, but
And
how
it could have just been part of their game
How
plan.
can
Let's
you
approach the
fall
first
for an
couple rounds
ult?
slow,
the
make Vitality think
Bomb
that we're a team
does
that's, changing our own game plan. and then go back
99%
to
of the
tide
time when
trip.
he has
That
his
replay right there
ult,
just shows how,
he always does
Yeah.
this
literally
drone hit.
impossible it is to play on the site. And again, if King continues to call this way and he continues to kind of accelerate a little
I'm
bit,
losing
you
my
are gonna
mind, man.
be step back a little bit. You're going to get pushed back if you're the defense.
Okay, again,
Nasty,
let's
nasty
stick with the
stuff.
positives because
Safe
the
with blades or light armor for all of
mess
the
ups are
defense.
gonna.
It's
Stay in my
another
mind
eight. But
forever.
this time Tex, he's going to work up middle.
It was nice from Lev.
And I like this.
I like this from Safe. With blades popped, all of these hits towards A.
Oh my goodness, he gets the first. He gets the second.
Bro got the
And now the
second
smoke
guy
down
here.
to try to dash out and
Nice
stay
though.
alive. That's
It's nice
beautifully
from
done
him to
Safe
get
once
out.
more. Careful
Wait, what's going on in
now.
middle?
Almost finding the third.
we have a turret trading out
The
tracks.
spike's still up. Numbers the way of the defense.
Must have been a dink.
First, quickly as that round have started, Leviatan picked apart. And now Vitality can slow
Hey,
things
shout
down
out to
and play
Safe
things
there,
the way
man.
they've
The
wanted
fact that
to play
he,
this entire
first of all, the
map.
fact that he wanted to get out is a great sign.
That harbor wall
The fact that he
isolates
got
so
out
much
as well is
inside, though.
is
Safe
very
gonna have to
impressive.
push through to meet up with kicks. But they just play the disciplined game.
There's still so many members here.
Yeah.
Mazzino with the Cove.
Oh.
As it goes down, Mazzino does too. Icebox is going to have to pull off a bloody miracle. Now left in a 1v2.
Big dash?
Spotting the ankles of Safe and understanding where some
Dude,
of
he's
the
got a
threats are.
lot of
35
time.
seconds left. There's a shot at this. He's got to commit to the plant, though. And that's exactly
Oh.
what he does. Spid at his feet, tanks it a little bit.
Thanks
And
a
it's
little bit,
just a
thanks
bit
a
too
lot.
much.
It was a really nice
Outnumbered
molly
and
from
outgunned.
Sender. Hey,
Vitality
shout out to
respond.
Safe here, man. This was an
The
incredibly
solo
well
push from
played round
Safe.
from him.
Leviatan thought that they did it. They thought it was all clear. They used the correct utility. But King, he just got taken out in the follow-up. It was too much. I mean, this is such a close angle to hold. You're not expecting something like that.
And the fact that he gets away with 2,
Yeah.
almost lands a third, is just really impressive. I mean, again, the desk was talking about it. Seal mentioned it on the desk. He looks towards Safe. To be the one to dial things up, to get in their faces, that's exactly what we just saw that round.
Safe,
brought the
yeah,
momentum from
he
his
did
last series into this one.
unreal well.
He was popping off.
That's,
Now he
that
has
second kill's
operator.
outrageous as well,
17
man.
and
He's
11.
kind of just pre-firing the
Perched
guy
up
that was
over
running back in
410.
case he re-peeked.
Do they continue to try to hit this site?
Another
Okay, so
five-man
we-
A off the top ropes.
Oh, that's
Icebox.
sick though.
Nicely done with the blades as he looks
Yeah, he
for
did
a
some
second.
nice height on that one.
He had
And
the
this is
drone
a
to pave the
really
way.
big round for everyone's econ.
And again,
Like at
this is
9-10,
the
this is
aggression,
an
this is the
insanely
faster pace
important
that we
round. So
expect.
to start it off like that is awesome. This solid reply to Safe's
They're
round.
beckoning them to challenge these walls, to try to face through. That's exactly what they have to do here. As the Hunter's Fury comes out, Icebox with Ob, they're going to have to deal with this lockdown too.
Oh, he saw
They
him.
don't really have a response to this either.
Wait, he's just gonna break it.
Players inside. Oh, it gets broken for free.
Here.
Icebox just holding an off angle. There's 2 shock darts for Calm right now. Attack with a
And
spike.
again, the Op sender down. As the walls go through, Trex gets 2, make that 3! Mazzino left alone. And it's not really, oh, it's just barely planted for him, but I don't think
Yeah,
he can
but
get
it's
that
okay.
angle in time. He's asked to get up close and personal. Kicks waiting on the other side. It's been
Okay,
half
lovely,
of the
man.
Red
And
Bull
what a
clutch for
time to do it as
Leviatan.
well. Survives on 30 HP, forces
Trex
them down
tried
to
his
an
best,
eco.
But Mazzino,
That
he was
is
too
huge.
strong with the Phantom.
The Killjoy ult
jiggling
here,
back and
I
forth.
didn't really mind it too
Spots it
much
off the
because when you
spike.
have a G2, if it's a different
clutch
plant,
for him.
like I mind it.
He's
But
woken up,
if it's
he's
just the
online right now.
actual
This entry.
G2 plant, it's not
Safe,
too
he had
bad. It
no
just gives
time. You
people
cannot
that
hear that
extra bit
audio
of time
cue.
to actually get into the good
From
after
that
plant
distance.
positions, which kind of won him it. Like even Trex going
Trex almost
outrageous.
went nuclear in that moment. That was absurd.
I mean, he got 3.
Even his movement, he was jumping off of the rope. And relief for King, who, by the way, is sitting at 20 kills. The IGL of Leviatan.
Well, I think that's one of the things that makes Leviatan so strong, and that's what's made them so strong throughout the
Yeah,
years. You know what you're
it's a
going to get with
devastating
Icebox,
position
but
to be in because that was
Tex
such a
has been
big round
such an
money-wise.
anchor for this squad, not just in defensively holding aside,
Yeah.
obviously, but in the way he's been able to perform match after match. And then when King gets involved too, this is not like a atypical
Great top 5 teams
performance
based
for
on
him.
what they
20 and
achieved
14
compared
so
to
far,
how
he's
hard
looking
the
great,
meta
but
situation was.
Man, Vitality really
The
shown up
chamber
on
meta was
Icebox here.
pretty widely
Yeah, it's a
contested
map that
though.
they're
So
5
like,
and 4 on. It's not
definitely
their
say the
best
optic
map,
would be
right?
up there.
But the
There were
game plan
incredible
that they
amounts of
implemented
chambers.
got them this far. They're pushing
I would probably put
Leviatan.
Genji at the. It's a shame that Genji
It's a
had
tie
such a
game
bad
right now.
start.
It's
Because
still
even
up
what
for
they did
grabs.
before this champs, it was
And somebody
it
that
was
you talked about
impressive.
earlier that I want to touch on is Tex. He's had a rough one. Icebox is normally
it's
a
weird,
map
man,
where
because
he
the metas
shines.
were so different.
He's up there with Icebox usually.
But yeah,
He's
I would
quiet
definitely
now.
have like
But he's been getting
optic,
shut down. He's
Genji
getting shut out.
in there.
Vitality here knocking on the doorstep of
Because for
stealing
the
away
first year, there wasn't
Leviatan's
really a
map
meta of the game. It was just
Meanwhile, the attacking side,
abusing
just go A.
everything that was
Yeah.
broken, and that was a lot.
I mean, the thing is, it has been successful for him, so why not?
Yeah.
Vitality
What do they got for the
actively denying
eco?
mid-space,
Dave
denying
gets a hero
B-space.
gun.
They
And there's-
dropped the Reckoning here.
And by the way, Doug, there's no Killjoy utility watching the flank. That deep.
Genji pressure. Yeah, I
So Heaven is
actually
completely
spoke to
open.
Bacon about this a little bit
Surprised they
yesterday.
committed to bid on this as
He came up with
Make
the
that
same
two?
thing. There was just like them being in the
How in
lower
the world
bracket
do you
first time where they
navigate
can
through
actually
this?
like go out of a tournament early. It's
I mean,
different
with
pressure
pistols, you have a
from
drone
a
and stuff
final
like
where
that,
it's
but
just like
otherwise,
you've got second.
You're just kind of face checking it.
Heaven, Vitality, he's gonna get some free kills here. No one's aware
Yeah,
so far.
safe is
Crash will
on
help.
for a couple.
Safe over the top, now dashing forward. Icebox is looking for him as well, but you've got kicks to deal with too.
Dude, Tex has absolutely saved the round.
Sneaking
What is
up
going on?
to Tex. No way.
What is going on?
would've been
Okay,
so
shout
silly.
out to Safe here,
Kicks
man.
is the one who
Safe
steals
did
the kill
really
away,
good.
though, as
Kicks did
Vitality
really
take
good
the
as
lead
well,
again.
man.
From
The
start of
timing on
round,
this
it
was
a B
awesome
push
with
right
Safe
away.
making loads of sound and then
Vitality, they
Trex
didn't have
going
good
late. Like, they
weaponry.
played it
The
so
only
well.
rifle was in the hands of
Dude,
Safe.
they get
Of
ecoed
course he's
again.
gonna push all the way through.
How many-
Leviatan have only hit A for the last how many rounds?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they just
five,
pushed
maybe?
fast behind here.
And Tex,
4 or 5?
yeah, and Tex didn't put an aggressive turret that was watching.
But they've been
mid
doing they've been
or
doing
the- or
this
the
turret
B
the whole
push.
time with no
It
alarm
was so
bot.
passive. Heaven was completely open the entire round.
Like
Now
this
Fox
is
had
what
too
I was
many
talking about
angles to
earlier,
look
where they could have actually had like a really good
Let's get
flank,
to the game, bro. Let's go.
and then they didn't go
Seriously,
for
I
the
mean,
flank.
He's got
Like
so
I'm
many.
pretty sure there is good
Yeah.
anti
Also, how
from
many thrifties is
Vitality.
that? Is that 4?
Because it's always this turret and
Mastercard's
there's
getting
nothing
money
to
for it.
watch
Yeah,
behind.
something obnoxious.
And that's why it annoyed me on that other round where they like waited
And
here
so I
because I'm
guess
pretty sure they'd
now
done
that
good
they've
anti.
been beaten on
They
A,
knew they could go fast
they make
behind.
a little noise
This time they
towards B.
actually go for it because they
Weaponry
eco, they have the
upgrade here, just 2
confidence.
rifles.
Just a heavy payoff.
It's so interesting with how many rounds Leviatan have won in a row that there's only 2 rifles on play.
They just had the drone clear out a lot of A, so that's going to allow for the rotation from Vitality back.
The bait, yeah, the bait was
Safe
really
back
good.
A,
Safe going aggro and this guy
The vast majority
hiding.
of their defense is here.
Oh, this is too much for Icebox to handle. A dart.
What a gorgeous
Oh,
combo of
what is
utility.
that, dude?
And then again, Trix and
What
Cinder
is that,
a flawless
bro?
round to get Vitality to map
He's
point.
perfectly
The dart
transferring
over
through a
the
wall.
dart over the bottom, the dizzy over the top on the other side of the wall. That's how you disrespect Harbor utility.
It's so clean. And Trex, it took him a little bit, but he's here. He showed up. What was that spray down?
Yeah, what was that, man?
A massive
was
moment.
sick.
We have another timeout called from Leviatan, the last from either team. As Vitality, again, 1 round away from sealing Icebox.
And it's been such a team effort across the board from Vitality. Safe has had his pop-off moments, but the game plan has been to farm that
How good was
thrash
Baby Bay in
on
phase?
both
Baby Bay was
sides.
good in phase. He
Let
fragged
alone
heavy,
the
man.
performance he's having.
Like
It just
Baby
makes it feel
Baby
like he has it
Bay
every other
was
round, and he's had it.
like you know when Jet was
Almost every
like
other
crazy
round, right?
busted. Baby Bay was
And also Vitality
very
winning
fun
that
to
last
watch,
round
man.
cleanly without having to use that.
He was one of those
Killjoy
people that you
ultimate
could
that
tell it was a
lockdown.
broken
You
agent
have that now.
because of
And
how
all
good
you
they
need
were
is
on
one
it.
round to close this one out. Tough stuff ahead of Leviatan. They're going to have to try to bait out these ultimates, try to not get first blooded. I mean, after losing that Thrifty round, that was an operator that was donated into the hands of Safe.
Two chances. Right,
I don't
this
know
right
how they're
here
gonna do
is
that,
a
man. I'm not gonna lie to you. They've
devastating,
got
a
Spectre deal
devastating
with light
demo
armor
for
on
Lev to
comm.
watch.
It's
But
so tough.
They have to find
This
a
is
way,
one
though.
of the worst ways
They
to
haven't
lose a
really
map.
worked the map at all, though.
Some
They haven't really
absolute
gone mid.
blunders.
They've like pretty much only gone A. They went B one round, not shown any B default.
And it was not a light buy, but it seems like they're going to try to hit A again. This time, Safe ahead of it. Finding Mazzino.
Yeah, so
A bullet
nice.
between
No,
his
no
eyes.
recon shooters on this.
And Vitality are glad to play aggressively A, given how the rest of the attack half has gone.
It's unreal stuff.
Placing swamp grenade.
The cloud bursts through, the dash up, the drone out, sure. But now here's the problem. Even if you do get out onto the site, you've got to deal with the lockdown. You've got to deal with Trex's ult.
And they just don't know what they want to do. Half in, half out. There was hesitation across the board.
And they don't really have the middle of the map either. And there it is, the op in the hands of Safe.
You have to jump spot.
Poison orb emitting.
Wise to do it, understanding where their weakness
So
was.
we got
where their
another
gap
guy
lied.
over towards middle, and if these make some
But
sound,
the thing is, they
they've
have
been walking the whole way.
nothing to
dude,
suggest that
look
they've
at
left
Sender.
A.
Does
So they're
Sender
all
not just
still
win
here.
the whole thing?
They're just walking.
Yeah, you guys don't even need to fight on
Into
site.
Vitality's
You
crosshair,
guys
but
don't need
Com's
to
able
fight
to
on
win that
site.
tool out.
You
How
got
much more
the
can they find
perfect
as
flank.
again the walls are closing
Stop
in,
fighting
they're
on
getting
site.
crunched on.
Where are the comms?
You've got Sender who's
And then now we've
creeping
changed
right
it up so
behind
we actually
them.
have a turret watching
Nipping at their
behind.
heels, hot to trot. Icebox wise to it, but they've still got to deal with the rest of the defensive Vitality. They still have to deal with getting the spike down. And on their third attempt, it seems like they will succeed. Now it's on Vitality to figure out this post-plant situation, this retake with an op in the hands of the duelists.
I just don't get why Vitality fought on site.
Lev have to play
Doesn't make
this
sense.
very carefully. Vitality have been so good in these situations. Trex, can he be the hero again? Not this time.
Okay, nicely done from
Leviatan
Lev.
get to 11.
We got
And that
one.
was nearly
One chance
impossible
to
for
do this one.
Leviatan.
It's weird when you
They had
again
no
you have a
harbor
double
wall to
flank
actually
going
execute on the
behind.
A
You
site.
have two people over
the
towards
contact
middle.
approach in that
You got
moment,
full info, locked
setup
them
here
in.
from Comm,
You've
breaking
peeked
through
the corner.
runner,
You
and he
know
gets
there's no
taken out.
turret
There was
watching
no
here, so you
follow-up.
can create pressure
And the
behind.
Hunter's Fury, yeah, was
Like that
invested
you're
in
close
creating
behind,
commotion and
confirmed.
chaos. Safe
And
was
you
able to convert
individual
one kill off
fight
of that,
on the
but
site.
the fighting squad was too much on A.
They've just relied so heavily on winning these gunfights.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it in that round. There was nothing to suggest they had left A. They didn't have mid control. They didn't have any noise B.
Yeah, Com's got his ult. He's doing his drone
It just
again.
so
Let's
happened
not
that
get
they
caught
were
by
able to
this.
win out the
Again,
Angels.
if you like, I'll do the ante for all the teams. Com
This is a
ult
really
every
good
single
vibe
time.
from Safe,
Every
playing
single
the
time.
outlaw,
Like it's
understanding
near
that the
100%. Might even be
economy was
100%.
broken a
He is
bit.
here. He'll do a drone.
Leviatan
If he ults you,
looking to push
if he
his
hits you, he's
OT.
gonna ult, and then they're gonna run
Hear
onto
the outlaw
site.
go off. Start
That
not
is what they
tagging
do.
anyone, and Com's ult. Again, just causing chaos. No real damage dealt though.
Nice
With
shot,
Safe
man.
falls. Big kill out from Icebox. He tries to get high ground. Dizzy's clear.
Oh,
That shot's gonna
swings.
hurt though. Yeah, it's
Oi,
gonna hurt.
Trex,
Trex
though.
gets another. A 2v2 now for the round. Calm up top. Almost able to clutch
Lovely
it out, but
trades,
Mazzino
man.
delivers.
Lovely trades. I
We're
thought
going
Trex
to
might have done
OT.
enough here. Okay,
In the
2
last
chances
2
just
rounds,
fully gone.
Calm has had
We get
such
overtime
big
and
impact.
we could see some mental rounds because we're
He may
seeing
be
some,
sitting
we're
at
seeing
14
some
kills,
wild stuff here.
But the kills that he's accumulating.
Bunny Wreck with the prime. Thank you so much
they
for the
win
10 months.
the
Appreciate
rounds.
that. Thank you.
Take a look at this again. We're really starting to see both teams really push each other and push themselves to the limits. Trex in the value he's had. You mentioned Calm, how good he's been. Almost hits the third here.
Yeah, the flick.
Almost hits the snap down onto a runner.
The follow-up was great. Whew. What a battle. What a first map. I did not expect this from the side of Vitality. I did not expect them to push Leviatan like this.
Leviatan showing they can push back. At least a
Been
little bit.
Genji playing the
So
whole year with no
defensive
breaks
side
caused
again
the fuel to run
for the
out.
#1 seed from America's Trex a little bit too far ahead
Maybe,
of things.
but I don't know. They just misplayed, man.
Very
I think
overeager.
I think honestly they
That's
did just
another one
melt.
going down. And the approach is very different
Like
here from
the,
Vitality. As much as we talked about them playing it slow, them playing it carefully, they
Yeah, they just
accelerate
melted a little bit in that
here in the
last game.
first round of OT.
Pencils looked really good as well, to be fair.
It seems like it was ill-advised. Kicks and Sender left to figure out where it all went wrong. In a 2v4. Now they slow it down again. A minute left in the round, though.
It's going to be so tough. It's a firing squad to jiggle. 3 members.
Yeah, at least they're all playing together on
primed and
these.
ready.
A
There's
lot of
really no end
spams,
on
bro, on
this.
this round.
Oh, that's a 1v1 though. Another one.
Hold up.
That's 2.
What are we all doing?
He still
Oh,
has
he
to get
knows.
a couple more. 6
Oh,
bullets
it was
left.
nice though.
Can't
Went for the
close it out.
isolated 1v1 with a
And so
close
maybe
swing.
then take the lead back for, I believe, for the
Knowing
first
that he
time
couldn't
since the
jump back.
pistol
It
of
was
the
a nice
second
try.
half, maybe?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay, now Lev's chance to do it.
Unreal. Tex, he finally steps up. This is what he's known for on this map. On the killjoy on the defensive side. I mean, look at those shots.
Yeah, those were crispy. And then Mazzino, too.
Yo, I sat these kids down, bro.
He definitely did.
And that's
Ops.
that might be
No
the most
ops.
emotive thing we've
No
ever
ops
seen
this time.
out of Tex.
I don't think I've ever seen him smile.
Right here.
And so Lev up 1 round in the
Right
first
here.
bout of OT. Aggression from the defense again. They're so far up.
Yeah, but there's a player all the way up
Another
the nest.
fight towards A. Icebox slips the net. But
Dude,
Trex
Trex
over
is
the
just
top.
done, man. There's no way you can get any
A little
more
bit
than
of
that.
damage out, a little bit
3v4.
of kills found, but still advantage
Tag
away
one
from the
back
#1
to
seed
sight.
from Americas.
As long as their spacing's good, they win
Drone
here.
pushing through. 2 members left here, and they're ahead of this walls. They're ahead of the utility. They've got to win these fights out,
Yeah,
though.
very
They're
nice.
just
Everyone just
outnumbered.
pushing through the wall.
There's no way they have enough, and now they have the reckoning that Sender's going to have to deal with, a 1v3 to keep the map alive.
Spike planted.
For as much as they pushed Leviatan, for as much as they bended,
Yeah, and they had their chances. And like
Does
Lev
not
gave
seem
them
like
a
they will
window
break.
in, man. I'm telling you, this was some scrappy
Comms
rounds. There was a
wrapping all
lot
the
of
way
mess
back
ups
around
from
as
Lev,
well. King
a lot of
has a
mess ups from
molly.
Vitality.
There's still a cascade in play.
But Vitality had their chances here.
It would take a huge blunder, one of the biggest we've ever seen on the main stage.
Sender dropping the spit, exchanging for the one at his feet. Dart behind him, too. I mean,
No.
this has to be the most miserable position
Yeah.
for a player
Okay,
to be
nicely
in.
done from Lev.
Again, Vitality pushed him.
Dude, they get
Vitality
some free
really
lessons in here as
gave
well,
Leviatan
man.
a lot to think
You get
about,
some
mainly on the
free
attacking
lessons.
Side, but it was just not enough at the end.
Vitality
Leviatan
had
weather things
good
out.
anti,
They close out
and they
Icebox,
may have
14-12
forgot some stuff
sunset
as
on the other
well.
side of this.
I would
We'll be
like to
right
feel
back.
like, but it was an alright first map. It was an alright fast map. It was scrappy.